Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Shah Sir Classes and Evershine Coaching Center. I am Shah Faisal Sir here. My dear students, today I am going to discuss second PUC, that is class 12 economics, study material 1 of Karnataka State Board syllabus. So this is the video which I am going to make on the subject economics second PUC, chapter 1. In this video I am going to discuss the very important questions for your examination point of view. I request all the students to just go through these all questions, as these questions plays a major role to score a very good marks in your upcoming board exam, and these questions will also be helpful in your class test, preps exams and also board exams. So we have targeted to complete these important questions in different segments, like 1 mark questions separate video, then 2 mark, then 4 mark and also 6 mark questions. Done? Let's start. Chapter 1, Introduction to Economics. In this, here we are covering all the very important 1 mark questions. As you can see here, the first question is: the scarce resources of an economy have competing usages, single usages, unlimited usages, none of the above. You have to choose out of these 4 options which is the correct answer. Then second question: scarcity of resources gives rise to dash. Third, in a centrally planned economy, all important decisions are made by dash. In reality, all economies are dash. Then match the following. Here the group A and here group B. You have to match which is the correct answer. In the group A, you can see market economy, service of a teacher, centrally planned economy, positive economics, normative economics. In group B, government, private, skill, evaluate the mechanism, functioning of mechanism. Next, question number 6. Why does the problem of choice arise? Then define an economy. Then give the meaning of inductive method and deductive method. Next, question number 9. Give the meaning of positive economics and normative economics. Then central problems of an economy includes: option A, what to produce; option B, how to produce; option C, for whom to produce; option D, all of the above. Out of these 4 options, you have to select which is the correct one. Next, define marginal rate of transformation. What is opportunity cost? Which of the following is an example of microeconomic study? Option A, national income; option B, consumer behavior; option C, unemployment; option D, foreign trade. Then next, my dear students, still if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel Shah Sir Classes, kindly do subscribe it and click the bell icon and select all, so that you can find the instant notifications and updates from our end time to time. Next, question number 14. Which of the following is a macroeconomic variable? Option A, individual demand, aggregate demand, firm's output, price of a good. Next, 15. Traditionally, the subject matter of economics has been studied under the following broad branches. Option A, micro and macroeconomics, positive and normative, deductive and inductive, none of the above. You have to select which among these is the right answer. Next, 16. Define micro and macroeconomics. Then you have to give examples for microeconomics as well the macroeconomics. Next, 17. Give 2 examples. Is the study of the problem in India is concerned as microeconomics and macroeconomics. So here you have to give the example as what is the problem in India. So which is the study of the problem in India is considered as microeconomics. You have to give examples related to that, and also for macroeconomics. I hope you have understood. So we have covered all the very important 1 mark questions here in this session. Now we target on 2 mark questions. This is study material 2 for 2nd PUC Karnataka State Board. Here we are going to cover the 2-mark questions. As you can see, the questions are: question number 1, distinguish between positive and normative economics. Next, name the types of economy. Next, what do you mean by production possibility set? Next, mention the central problems of an economy. Then explain the effects of floods in Jammu and Kashmir on its production possibilities frontier. Write the difference between microeconomics and macroeconomics. Write the practical importance of microeconomics. Write the limitations of microeconomics. Explain the scope of macroeconomics. What is the production possibility frontier? Write the difference between centrally planned economy and market economy. So here we have completed study material 2 of 2-mark questions. Now let me study 4-mark questions. This is study material 3 of 2nd PUC Karnataka State Board, subject economics. Now as you can see here, these are the 4-mark very important questions related to this chapter. Question number 1, is the economics positive and normative? Both, discuss. Next, explain the basic problems of an economy. Next, write a short note on a centrally planned economy. Then, write the advantages and disadvantages of centrally planned economy. Then, write a short note on market economy. Then, what does a production possibility curve show? When this PPC, production possibility curve, when it is shifting to the right, okay, what happens? When PPC, this production possibility curve, when it is tends to move downwards, what happens? So you can take an example, or you can take the graph and you can explain what is happening over there. Okay, in case if this graph goes down, if this curve goes down, what happens? Or when it is shifting towards its right, what happens? You can just briefly, by using the graph, you can plot. Okay, next, draw a PPC, production possibility curve, showing the following situations. Option A, full employment of resources. Option B, underemployment of resources. Option C, growth of resources. Question number 8, explain the salient features of microeconomics. Then discuss the central problems of an economy. Then write the difference between positive economics and normative economics. As you can see, in 2-mark question also I have given this question, even in 4-mark also I have given. It means it depends upon the number of steps what you are going to write. It depends upon that. Okay, so I hope you all have got this session right. Wish you all the best of luck. Okay, still if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel Shah Sir Classes, do subscribe and share this video as much as possible with your all friends. Like, comment below how was this class, how was this session, and what video you want to make me next. And also if you have any queries, you can just put into the comment box. We'll get back to you. And in our next session, we'll come back with chapter number 2. Thank you. Till that, take care. Wish you all the best of luck.